Thank you, Neha and Krishna. The Union Minister of Sports, Youth Affairs and Information and Broadcasting, Sri Anurag Thakurji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural. Today is the curtain raiser of the second edition of TV9 What India Thinks Today Summit. Over the next 2 days, we will be hosting several international thought leaders and cabinet ministers and industry captains discussing India's next big leap in the arena of geoeconomics and geopolitics. And most notably, we have the summit keynote scheduled for tomorrow evening at 8 p.m., which will be delivered by none other than the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. But this evening we are here to celebrate the curtain raiser with a subject very close to my heart. I must mention that this evening is going to be special because apart from glamour and glitz, it will be an evening of gravitas. You must have already spotted in the hall many well-known faces from the world of sports and entertainment. They are here tonight for a purpose. They are here tonight to discuss a bold vision for India, not as an economic or military power, but as a soft power. Our deliberations this evening will focus on the idea of soft power for hard gains. So what's soft power? A phrase used extensively these days. The American political scientist Joseph Nye defines soft power as a country's ability to influence others through attraction and persuasion rather than coercion and force. As he says, seduction is always more effective than coercion. Like the American dream is sold across the world to a large extent via Hollywood. Similarly, countries like Brazil and Argentina, they have earned a name for themselves in the world through their excellence on the soccer field. That is the context of soft power this evening. India has always been known as a land of yoga, Vedas, and Ayurveda, and more recently, as home to some most spectacular cinematic storytelling in the world. The home of Bollywood, but of late also Sandalwood, Collywood, Tollywood, all hail Nattu Nattu. At the same time, our prowess as a sporting nation is on the rise. While our cricketers have been doing us proud for some decades now, there are other sports where India is making its mark in the global arena, thanks to the grit, ambition, and tenacity of some extraordinary sports star, and the vision of our Prime Minister, and of course, the able administration of our sports minister. Badminton, tennis, shooting, wrestling, boxing, athletics are some such sports. Thank you, Anurag ji. Now, as India rises in the global pecking order, earning a place for itself at the high table, there is immense opportunity for India to add to this heft through excellence in sports, movies, and music. After all, the perception of India is the sum of how the world sees us. If we as a country create more winners, like powerful cerebral content and winning champions, then we can rise faster in the world order. We can make greater hard gains, be it trade of goods or services. Let us not forget that in 2016, when Israel and Palestine agreed to give peace a chance, it was at the behest of celebrities like Roger Waters of Pink Floyd, John Bon Jovi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. The peace may not have lasted, but people-to-people goodwill remains a far better alternative to bombs and guns. This evening, over several conversations, we'll hear policymakers, celebrities, sports champions, and brand gurus develop a roadmap to further burnish brand India. Of course, no evening like this one can be complete without some celebrations. So therefore, tonight we will also be honoring a few extraordinary men and women from the world of sports and entertainment with TV9 Network's Nakshatra Samman Awards. So ladies and gentlemen, we have an exciting evening ahead of us. Let's kickstart it right away. Thank you once again for being us here. Namaskar.
Thank you, Barun, for that. Requesting both Mr. Barun Das and Shri Anurag Thakur to please stay on stage. And before we go further, we have to talk about the sponsors for the day, isn't it, Neha?
Absolutely. Let's remind all of you that TV9 What India Thinks Today is presented by Poonawalla FinCorp, co-powered by Zydus Wellness, Ultratech, Priya Gold and Finolex Cables. A premier global platform that not just takes stock of India and where it has reached, but also sets the agenda for the path ahead.
And with that, it's time now to invite upon stage Mr. Abhay Bhutada, Managing Director of Poonawalla FinCorp, for a special address.
Good evening, everyone. I think what India thinks today, I cannot just share my thoughts in 2-3 minutes, but considering the time limit, we'll have to speed up, and I will try to share in as much as possible in minimum time. So I'm privileged to be here at the TV network What India Thinks Global Summit 2024. I express my gratitude to Shri Anurag Thakurji, the Honorable Minister for Information and Broadcasting and Youth Affairs and Sports, for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence. I also express my gratitude to Shri Barun Das ji and his entire TV9 team for organizing such a special and unique event. This is a great initiative by TV9 which brings all the visionaries, policymakers, influencers from around the globe under the one roof to have a constructive dialogue for the growth and development of our nation. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, India has undergone a profound digital transformation, creating a market for digital and tech solutions. Honorable Prime Minister's far-sighted approach has propelled India to be a global hub of innovation and technology, harnessing the power of digital solution to drive inclusive growth. India is prominently re-emerging to regain its place on global economic platform and on its way to become the third largest economy. India's digital revolution, led by path-breaking initiatives like Digital India, has transformed the nation into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy with more human-centric approach to the development. The Atal Innovation Mission has prompted a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, driving job creation and economic growth. With the focus on digitization, innovation, building digital infrastructure, and adoption of emerging technologies, I am confident that we will be able to achieve the vision of Vikasit Bharat by 2047. Apart from providing conducive business environment, safety and security of individuals is very important to us. No nation can progress without robust law and order. I acknowledge and appreciate the strong leadership of our Honorable Home Minister, Shri Amit Shah ji, for his bold steps to protect the nation and its citizens for maintenance of security, peace and harmony. I also acknowledge Shri Anurag Thakur ji, who has been instrumental in creating awareness amongst the youth for various other sports. Under his guidance, Khelo India initiative and Target Olympic Podium scheme has revolutionized India's sports landscape and increased participation amongst the youth. These initiatives have helped in identifying deserving athletes who can win the medals in the Olympics and increase our medal tally. Digital payment ecosystem in India has also shown significant growth in recent years, driven by a combination of government initiatives, rise of e-commerce, increase in internet, smartphone usage. Key initiatives such as Pradhan Mantri Dhan Jana Yojana, UPI, BHIM, have emerged as a game changer in the digital payment landscape. These initiatives have enabled seamless real-time digital transaction, paving the way for a cashless economy. Various digital initiatives of our government are positively helping every fraction of our society to aspire, grow, and fulfill their dream. Let me share with you, I also come from a place like Latur. I have witnessed the digitization, how demolished the barriers and given the wings to every small town citizen like me to grow and contribute towards the nation building. To me, this is a real testament of Sankalp Se Siddhi, and millions of Indians like me feel confident than ever that we as a nation has all the potential to become the Vishwaguru. At Punala FinCorp, we believe in having complete transparency in our dealing as we understand and value the trust of the customers upon us. Through deep investment in technology and innovation at the core, we strive to create endless possibilities each time and partner in the growth journey of our customer. Trust, integrity, transparency, and excellence are at the core of our institution. Our long-term corporate goals focus on enhancing shareholder value and safeguarding stakeholders' interest. As I conclude, I am confident that dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji will reaffirm India's status as a global powerhouse with a focus on innovation, entrepreneurship, and capital development. Once again, I thank you, TV9 team, for conceptualizing this event and allowing me to share my thoughts. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Mr. Bhutra, for that special address. And we are all set to kick things off for the day. But before that, since we're talking about kicking things off, I'm going to request a very special gentleman to take the stage and present us with a memento, requesting Mr. Pierre Neubeck of Bundesliga to please take the stage and present a memento to our MD and CEO and Shri Anurag Thakurji as well.
Thanks very much for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show. Now, today is all about India's surging soft power, India's growing global clout, powered by everything from its vibrant tapestry of movies and music to its phenomenal sporting achievements.
That's right, and that's why the inaugural is called Soft Power, Hard Gains. And with that, we are officially all set after Bundesliga as well to kick things off on the inaugural. Isn't it, Neha?
Haha, nice wordplay there, Krishna, with terminology from the world of sports. Because our first session, ladies and gentlemen, is titled Gearing Up for Sports Ascendancy. Even as the Indian cricket team dominates the world of cricket, India has long gone from being a one-sport nation. Today, India is a force to reckon with in a range of sporting arenas. And one man is playing a crucial role in that evolution. Take a look.
One spear can pierce through the world. One fall can... It dreams of a billion.
Right, we will, pretty much get on with things because we have the two gentlemen on stage already who are going to be the main gentleman of this session who will be telling us all about it. That is Mr. Barun and of course, Shri Anurag Thakur. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a huge round of applause. Requesting TV9 Networks, Meha Bharatvarsh and Sumaira to please take the stage and conduct this session and get the ball rolling. Ladies, all yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first session, so it better be good, because it'll set the tone for what's to come. But in our experience, when we're talking about sports and entertainment, it's never dull. So we're gearing up for sports ascendancy, and who better than Shri Anurag Thakur, somebody who understands sports, somebody who is, who's played cricket himself, and also now somebody who is the sports minister of the country. I also have our MD and CEO, somebody who understands the business of sports, Mr. Barun here. So without further ado, let me get straight into this conversation. There's Pulela Gopichand here as well. At some point, we are going to involve him in this discussion as well. But let's start with Mr. Thakur. Sir, the buzzword today is soft power. Mr. Thakur, and sports is an integral part of it, sir. Cricket, we know, is already a superpower in the country. How can we bring in the lessons that we've learned from cricket to make other sports as successful?
Thank you for starting the session. And let me just say this, that if you look at 1983, before that, even in cricket, you didn't have enough money. When the Indian cricket team won, even the BCCI didn't have enough money to pay them or to celebrate in a big way. But when they fought the case against Prasar Bharati and won the case, that is where they won the telecast rights and the game changed. Then the money came into the field of cricket, and that is how the Indian Cricket Board, the BCCI, how they done well with the professional working of BCCI for the last so many years. And over the last 2-3 decades, we have seen one after another cricketer who have come up on the international stage and done extremely well. So in cricket, we had a lot of stars to look up to. And today, in other sports also, we have a lot of stars we can look up to. So I think the time has started when the country, the mindset has changed, the way Prime Minister Modi said, "Kheloge to khiloge." It's all about participation, it's all about your involvement in sports rather than just thinking about winning and all that. On one hand, the government has increased the sports budget 3 times in the last 10 years. Apart than that, we have spent close to 3,000 crore rupees on creating about 300 sports infrastructure. Apart than that, we have a lot of other schemes for the benefit of players, so that they can perform well rather than worry about their facilities, how they can train, where they can train, who will fund for that. Now that is not the worry today. They all need to think about training hard and performing at the national and at the international stage. And that is why India has won for the first time ever 100+ medals in the Asian Games.
अनुराग जी, क्योंकि सॉफ्ट पावर की बात हो रही है और वो बज़वर्ड है आज का, तो इसी से जुड़ा एक और सवाल ये कि हमारी भारत की जो इस समय दुनिया में जो स्थान है, जो जगह है और जहां हम पहुंच रहे हैं, जहां हम पहुंचने का लक्ष्य रखते हैं, सॉफ्ट पावर से हार्ड गेन्स संभव है?
मुझे लगता है गेन के बारे में क्यों सोचते हो? मैंने एक शब्द अपने पिछले उत्तर में कहा, खेलोगे तो खेलोगे। आपको तो अपना कर्तव्य निभाना है, कर्म करने, बाकी फल की चिंता नहीं करनी है। और आज का भारत अपने कर्म कर रहा है, फल अपने आप मिल रहे हैं। कहाँ 10वीं लड़खड़ाती चरमराती अर्थव्यवस्था थी, आज दुनिया की 5वीं सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था हम बनकर खड़े हो गए हैं। और जब मोदी जी तीसरी बार आएंगे तो विल बिकम द 3rd लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी इन द वर्ल्ड। सो हमें अपने एफर्ट्स में कोई कमी नहीं करनी चाहिए। इसलिए मैं कई बार खिलाड़ियों से भी कहता हूं कि आपको अपना जो पार्ट है वो प्ले करना है, मुझे अपना करना है। एक समय था जब खिलाड़ी को लगता था कि परिवार में अगर कोई रिक्शा चलाने वाला है, मान लो पिता कोई चाय बेचने वाला है, कोई सब्जी बेचने वाला है, तो उसका बच्चा यहां तक कैसे पहुंचेगा। आज मैं आप सबकी जानकारी के लिए बताना चाहता हूं, आज खेलो इंडिया अभियान के बाद, टॉप स्कीम के बाद, टारगेट ओलंपिक पोडियम स्कीम में बोर्डिंग, लॉजिंग, ट्रेनिंग सारा खर्चा भारत सरकार वहन करती है। और जो एलीट एथलीट है उसको 6 लाख रुपया साल का जेब खर्च अलग से देती है खेलने के लिए, ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए। और इसी तरह से जो डेवलपमेंट एथलीट है उसको 3 लाख जेब खर्च अलग से देती है, और बाकी सारा बोर्डिंग लॉजिंग ट्रेनिंग देश और विदेश का सारा खर्चा भारत सरकार करती है। फिर आता है खेलो इंडिया एक्रेडिटेड एकेडमी। मान लीजिए पुलेला गोपीचंद की एकेडमी चलती है, वहाँ पे किसी खिलाड़ी को जाके सिलेक्शन होकर ट्रायल दिया, खेले, तो उनको 5 लाख रुपया बोर्डिंग लॉजिंग ट्रेनिंग के लिए और 1,20,000 रुपया जेब खर्च के लिए अलग से मिलता है। ऐसे 3,000 खिलाड़ियों को प्राइवेट एकेडमीज में भारत सरकार फंड कर रही है, ताकि पूर्व खिलाड़ी उनको अच्छी ट्रेनिंग दे सकें और भारत के लिए खेल सकें। लगभग 23 नेशनल सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस बना दिए हैं, 69 साइट ट्रेनिंग सेंटर है, और आज़ादी के जब हम 75 वर्ष मना रहे थे